Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your October 2020 general reading for the first half of October. So we're looking at October 1 through October 15. This reading is for the earth sign of Virgo. Welcome everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for taking the time to tune in today and for all that you continue to do in support of this channel, your likes, your shares, your donations, subscribing to the channel. All welcome, all appreciated. Thank you so much. So this reading is for the earth sign of Virgo for the first 2 weeks of October. And that's Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising. If your Venus is also in Virgo, or if you're cross-watching for a Virgo as well. It's all relevant, but of course, being a general reading, it's going to resonate a little differently for everyone watching it. If you know all of your signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, watch them all because each one can provide additional insight, help you navigate a little better with a bigger picture through whatever's going on in your life. If you find that any of the readings do resonate with you and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, to set up a personal reading or get information on that, you can click on the description link below, click on that little arrow that pulls down information. You'll see contact details. Email me directly at Maggie1McGuire at gmail.com. That address is on there as well. I can usually respond with more information the same day or the first 24 hours. And for scheduling personal readings, that's all that I do full-time is readings. So I'm pretty diligent about working with your schedule in mind to get those readings set up as quickly as possible. So email me if you're interested and we'll go from there. Okay, Virgo. Let's see what the first half of October has in store for you. I am using the Steampunk Tarot for the initial cards, and clarifying, I will be using the Gilded Tarot Royale. Okay, Virgo, we begin with the Six of Wands. I have to say the earth signs Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn have had magnificent cards for the first half of October. Six of Wands, victory, triumph after a challenge, after a struggle, public recognition. It could be winning something, getting a bonus, a raise, a promotion, having your efforts recognized, in a very visible and perhaps even public way. It's a significant card of victory. We have the King of Pentacles. I think Taurus had this as well. This is you, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Could also be another earth sign that's significant at the top of your game, because kings and queens represent individuals in the tarot who have reached mastery and balance and harmony and control over the character traits inherent to their suit. The King of Pentacles is earth energy, solid, stable, reliable. He enjoys good things and being generous and being surrounded by nice, comfortable things, and therefore he's worked really hard, or she, to get those things, and they believe everybody should have those same opportunities. Generous, loyal, kind, sincere, a bit stubborn perhaps, but still. So at the peak, this is like being in your true energy, at the peak of your Virgo-ness. We have the World. The World is the last major arcana card in the tarot. It represents that the Fool's journey is done, or this significant part of it. You've scaled the top of a particularly significant mountain. You've completed it, and now you're looking across at the horizon and looking at the next phase, the next new journey, which is about to begin, moving on to the next level. Some of you, this may have been like a major promotion, or it's like there's a sense of leveling up here, victory in that, and perhaps it being seen, again, like getting a raise, a promotion, winning at something, whether it's work, career, and finance, or some other area of your life. It's leveling up from where you were into the next level, the next phase, and having other people see that as well. From the bottom of the deck, representing kind of the overall energy or even the undercurrent main theme running through this, we have death, endings, and transformations, which is likely what it means here. I think Taurus also had the same thing. Whatever wonderful thing has happened is ending a certain phase of your journey or chapter or set of chapters, and complete transformation and moving on to something new. Beautiful energy. Okay, let's clarify. All right, let's clarify death, endings, and transformations. Clarify death. The Six of Wands. So you have victory, success, public recognition. You have two Six of Wands because I'm using two decks. Significant victory, significant recognition, significant moving on. You've completed the challenge, the battle, the quest, and now you're celebrating and considering what's next, the next level, the next move. Beautiful energy. Wow. I mean, the earth signs really so far have had the best, well, let's say the brightest of readings across the board. Let's clarify that. Clarify the Six of Wands. The Two of Wands. It's incredible how close this is to Tauruses, and I think Capricorns too. The Two of Wands. So this is about making decisions, choosing a path. In the card preceding this, of course, would have been the Ace of Wands, or the number one, where the opportunity is there, the new idea. And here in the Two of Wands, okay, which path do I take to begin manifesting this? What's next? Okay, now I won, or I elevated, or there's this thing that came in and I'm celebrating and it's wonderful. Okay, and the world represents that you've completed, there's a completion, and you're moving on to the next level, the next phase. Okay, now where? Where do I go from here? All right, clarify. Now we're going to clarify the original Six of Wands here. The Wheel of Fortune. Such a great reading, Virgo. The Wheel of Fortune, divine timing and orchestration. God, Spirit, your angels and guides working together in unison and harmony to bring this together for you. The right people, places, situations, things coming together at the right time. A stroke of good luck, of good fortune. Divine, just fell on the floor. Divine timing, divine intervention, divine orchestration. Divine orchestration. This is definitely, particularly if it's unexpected, Virgo, it's the Wheel of Fortune. God, Spirit, your angels and guides. Their fingerprints are all over this. All right, let's clarify the King of Pentacles, who looks very satisfied with himself, nicely dressed in front of a roaring fire, smoking his pipe, looking very satisfied at the top of his game. One just fell right out. Two, actually. The Emperor, also at the top of his game. He actually rules all the kings and queens. Big job, but he's up to it. Controlled, disciplined, motivated, by the book, structured, self-disciplined, self-control. And the Nine of Pentacles, which is how you get it. Independence, self-sufficiency, self-empowerment. Working hard to get to where you're at and now enjoying the fruits of your labors. And the Six of Wands twice would also imply, even though the Wheel of Fortune is here, it's interesting because the other two signs, Taurus and Capricorn, it had more of an unexpected feel to it. And this does too because of the Wheel of Fortune. But it also looks like what went into this was a great deal of work and effort. And you are sitting pretty. You are on top of it. All that hard work has paid off. All that energy and effort has paid off. Temperance. A rebalancing, harmonizing, the scales coming even again. This is things coming into balance and harmony. And just interesting, right behind it was the Seven of Pentacles, which is taking stock and taking inventory of what you have and what to do now, where to go now, how to move forward. Which is probably what the decision is. Okay, now I'm here, I've overcome, I did all this work, and I've achieved this, I've accomplished this, and now, okay, so now where do I go from here? Clarify the world. the Three of Wands. This feels like a multi-step process, but you've completed a pretty significant portion of it, because the Three of Wands, we're still pretty early on in the path. We're at a 3, but you've done some of the work, you've put in some of the work, and you've met some of your small goals on the way to achieving whatever your big vision or goal is, and you're feeling very positive about what those ships will contain when they come in. You're feeling very positive about your future. This feels like, you know, you have a big goal or big vision or something you want to accomplish that's still further out. But of course, with any big goal or vision, there's small things we need to do, or smaller goals that need to be met on the way to accomplishing that. And the Three of Wands represents kind of being at that, maybe in the first third of it or so, where you're feeling really good about what you've done. Things are starting to come together. You're not quite to that big goal yet, but you've completed a pretty significant or pretty challenging part of it, and now you're feeling much better about the path that still lies ahead. And right behind it is the Chariot, which represents success through perseverance, determination, fortitude. You win because you refuse to give up. You might get knocked down 9 times, but it's the 10th time that you get up and drag yourself forward again, and that's how you accomplish that tremendous success. What a powerful reading. I'm not even sure if there's anything we need to do to ask for advice, but I'll ask for final messages, because there is a bit of a theme here with the Two of Wands and that Seven of Pentacles, that maybe there's some energy spent kind of looking at what you have so far, and making decisions on how to do better, or how to reach, get closer to whatever that big goal is. So any final messages for Virgo for the first half of October? It's a magnificent reading. The Hanging Man. Things are still playing out. Things are in movement. No active choices and decisions just yet, if you can, help it. Because the Hanging Man, he's hanging upside down, which is kind of strange and maybe a bit awkward, but he's gaining a different perspective. He's not taking action right now because he's still watching something play out. So events are still in process, things are still moving. So no, while there's some decision making or contemplating decisions energy here, none is required during this short period of time for now. Why? Why the Hanging Man? Why no active decisions just yet? Because of the Seven of Cups. Because the Seven of Cups represents possibility, options, possibility, potential. But it's still kind of up in the air, up in the clouds, kind of fantasizing, daydreaming, trying to, he's window shopping here. All of these things are beautiful, but which one is really right for me? So it's taking some time. And hey, pause for a minute, because it looks like you've worked hard to get to where you're at. It's a big, big victory for you, Virgo. Stop there for a minute. Stop at the top of the world there. Rest for a minute. Enjoy your victories. And put some time into thinking about what you want to do moving forward, and maybe setting or adjusting your goals as well. Events are still playing out. There's a lot of potential and possibility out there, but kind of think about that. Just sit with that for a little bit. Beautiful, beautiful reading, Virgo. So Virgo, that is your reading for the first half of October. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a wonderful reading. I hope you found it useful. If you did, and you're interested in reaching out for a personal reading, again, just click on the description link below. Email me directly, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the mid-month readings. Until then, stay safe and well. Be blessed, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.